Hi and welcome to my today's video of NIMBY Rails. I checked the remaining tram lines there are for me to build, and there aren't many left anymore. In fact, there are only numbers 9, 10, 13 and 15 left. There are also lines 9N and 3N, but I don't see any sense in building them. And why not? Well, first of all, they're nighttime lines, but the difference between line 9 and 9N, the only difference is that it does not run the stretch from Kanariankatu to Länsiterminaali. And that makes creating it in this atmosphere pretty useless. Line 3N is closer to the original route of line 3, which runs from here to here. Line 3N is basically the original line 3, because at the moment line 3 is on a long exception route, which runs all the way until here, replacing line 10. So instead of building line 3 over here, I created the original line 3, which currently is 3N, and I will later on create line 10, which runs all the way until here. Lines 13 and 15 are new lines. They have been in operation for, I can't remember for how long, because time goes so quickly, but a maximum of 2 years. So they are not in the city center, which makes it pretty exceptional, because traditionally Helsinki has been determined by the areas where the tram lines do run to and where they don't. Line 13 runs to the Kalasatama area, and line 15 is a line connecting the metro with both the railroads and the metro in the east. So it's a really long line, and that's going to be a long video because nothing compares to creating the tram line. But we're not there yet. We are first going to create the ordinary line number 9, which starts here in Länsiterminaali, and it's actually a sister line of line number 7. You can see one tram from line number 7 departing over there. So they both run from Pasila to Länsiterminaali, but they run on the other sides of the city. They even run actually a joint, quite a long joint stretch. But let me see, because even line number 9 is on an exceptional route because of that stupid bridge work I've mentioned so many times. So we will just have to start with the southern side and then go on to the northern side, different map. But we start here in Länsiterminaali, we go through Kanariankatu and Saukonkatu, and then comes the difference, because line 9 connects the northern part of Jätkäsaari to the tram network. There is actually only one stop, but who cares? There is actually only one extra stop, and it is over here. There. So by building the tram lines from here, we can now create the southern part of the line in full, actually, because, well, it does have a second stop where no other trams stop, but it's not a new stop. I mean, this station is not This station is just another platform of Huutokonttori. So the new part of the track is almost complete in here. And then we'll just connect it with the rest of the network. So that's the loop of tram number 9 in the southern part. Then, after that, the line travels along line 7 all the way through Länsilinki, Ruoholahden Villat, Kampintori, Simonkatu, the Central Railway Station, Kaisaniemenkatu, Kaisaniemen Puisto, and Hakaniemi. And while line 7 turns right in this crossing, line 9 actually turns left. And now I will have to check that I am correct in this. Well, at the moment it's pretty difficult to check it because the exception route is such that no, it's possible to check from an old route map I found. So it turns left and goes through Kallen Virastotalo and Karhupuisto and Kaarlenkatu. And then it turns left and stops at Urheilutalo, but it stops at the same stop as number 3. And after that it finds a route of its own, actually. Because it doesn't follow line number 3 on its route. It creates a complete. It runs a route. Why am I struggling this much with words today? It has its own route. Let's just say put it like that. I can't say it in a better way. I'm sorry. Somehow I am linguistically impaired today, for one reason or another. Let's not make it a problem, though. So the stop is here. And it joins with the existing track pretty nicely over there. Then it next turns left in the next crossing. How ingenious. The tram network in Helsinki is actually pretty extensive in the central parts. And of course I have to be happy about that. As you can see, we've once again entered a phase where I need to concentrate more on the building and less on the yapping, but some of you might actually be pretty relieved by it. Perhaps that turn is a bit too steep. Let's give it more space. There. So, what's next? I think this track did one more solo trip. Yes, that's right. It's going to go from here. And Asemapäällikön katu is going to have another stop over here. This station does not exist as its own. And to have so many platforms, actually pretty few people get on and off the tram in there. In real life, of course, I don't know how popular the stop will be in the game. And from there we again connect to the already existing network. Okay. But instead of stopping here, like many other lines, we're actually going to head further up north. And let's see how many stops we have left. There aren't many. Only 3. Well, I'm happy about that. And it ends right at Ilmala station. Here. So, all the stops of line 9 have now been created. And now it's time to create the line. And remember what I said earlier, I will skip 9n and 3n. Their routes differ so little from the routes of the main line that there is absolutely no sense in doing that. I will still need to build a loop to the end. Oh, not double this time. So the loop. Let's run around this marketplace like that. Or it's not a marketplace, it's a plaza, but it's called the Ilmala marketplace. I doubt anything will ever be sold in there. So that's it. Line tracks ready built, and let's create a line. Wait, we didn't. Oh yes, we did finish building it because there is a loop over here, right? Let's see that the distances between every station make sense. Yes, they do. There we go. That line is ready. Now, now I'm just one line short of creating all the classic lines of the Helsinki city center, but there are 2 more rail lines to go. Let me clone this train here and copy its name too. Okay, it won't let me copy. So this is train number 92 and it will run line number 9. Now, line number 9 does require quite many trams. So let's just buy them all. I think at least 5 more. But let me check. Okay, it's not that bad. So 100 trams. Brilliant. Couple more. One more. And there we go. Line fully completed and 11 more trams bought. Tomorrow it's time to build line number 10. And until then, there is only one thing I can say. Bye.